Fantastic Four teaser trailer was dropped today, and a lot of people on the internet have been reacting. So, welcome back to Views with Hughes Culture and News. This is Jerome Hughes. Now, let's go ahead and get right into it. Now, as you all know, the trailer did just get released today. It was dropped, and we're going to dive right into the brand new Fantastic Four teaser trailer, which just dropped this morning after an agonizing hour-long countdown. I was either watching and stuff on Marvel's official site and even on YouTube. Now, before we start talking about the Fantastic Four teaser trailer, it's time that we go ahead and just acknowledge something real quick. You see, the MCU has been on a downward spiral for years now, and we've seen disappointment after disappointment, from lackluster stories to poorly executed CGI and a blatant disregard for what made these characters great in the first place. Okay, now we've all seen it all before. Us fans have been waiting for something to reinvigorate our faith in Marvel, and the Fantastic Four teaser trailer is supposed to be that first start. So basically, was this Fantastic Four teaser trailer enough to get us excited? Well, not a lot of people think so, myself included. Now, remember, a few days ago, it was reported that we'd be getting our first look at the Fantastic Four teaser trailer, okay, which was today. Now, that got people talking, of course, and then yesterday they dropped the teaser to the Fantastic Four teaser trailer, a teaser for a teaser, which is, let's be honest, was weak. But it was just this odd children's laughter track repeated over and over again. Not exactly the hype generator that we were looking for, okay? And then came the whole, actual countdown, a full hour of a 1960s and 70s style rocket launch countdown, okay? Basically, that's what Marvel had fans to sit through. Just an old school countdown leading to the Fantastic Four teaser trailer. Now, maybe they were trying to set the tone for the film's supposed retro futuristic setting, but let's be honest here, it didn't really scream epic reveal. But finally, the Fantastic Four teaser trailer arrived, and basically, like many of us, I had to sit down and watch it for the first time. Now, the Fantastic Four teaser trailer kicks off inside the Baxter building with the Fantastic Four sitting down for a family dinner. And there's this line about how they make a point to have dinner every Sunday at 7 p.m. no matter what. It's kind of a nice touch to emphasize the family dynamic, which has always been a big part of the Fantastic Four. But let's be real here, okay? This is not what people were dying to see in the first look at the MCU's reboot of these characters in the Fantastic Four teaser trailer, okay? But then there's also the issue where we hear Herbie the robot getting judged on his sauce making skills, okay? It's a weird way to start, and right off the bat, I mean, you can tell that Marvel is going for that lighthearted, quirky family banter that they've overused in every film lately. Not the worst thing ever, but not exactly gripping either. And then there's also the Fantastic Four teaser trailer that goes into some sort of backstory elements and everything. We also get a flashback to their earlier days before they had powers. And then there's a mention of how Sue Storm couldn't just turn invisible yet. Johnny had never caught fire, and Ben wasn't a rock cover powerhouse that we all know. And then of course Reed Richards. We don't even see his powers in the Fantastic Four teaser trailer, which is kind of strange. Where we think that that's the first thing we'd see, okay, to showcase their main guy, but we got nothing from him. Absolutely nothing. But visually, the Fantastic Four teaser trailer has a very retro futuristic aesthetic. Now, that's something that's been rumored for a while, and it looks like Marvel is fully leaning into it. Now, you can see it in the uniforms, the technology, and even the Fantastic Four's iconic blue car, as you see here right now, which I gotta admit, it looks interesting, it looks good, but aside from that, there's not much here to really grab the audience and to make them go, wow, I really need to see this movie. But then there's also the thing, Big Ben himself. People are going to go ahead and be picking apart the CGI on him for months. I might be one of them, and rightfully so. The look of the thing is one of the most crucial aspects of any Fantastic Four adaptation. Now, if he looks bad, people won't take it seriously. Now, from what I saw in the Fantastic Four teaser trailer, I mean, it's okay. I might need to see more of him in motion to really judge, but first impressions aren't really terrible in my opinion. But then there's also the quick shot of Galactus, his silhouette shadow, and then the back shot of him toward the end of the Fantastic Four teaser trailer, and his scale next to the Statue of Liberty. I mean, some people was finding it impressive, but I don't think so because I mean, I don't know. I could have sworn Galactus was much bigger than that, or possibly that he could change like size and everything. I don't know, but that's the one thing that has to be done right. Where Galactus is supposed to be an absolute force of nature. Now, if they get that right, it could be amazing, but it's just a glimpse. Not much to go on at all. But we also get a look at John Malkovich, as you saw him right there, character, though it's unclear exactly who he is playing. Some rumors out there are actually suggesting it could be Red Ghost, which would make sense even for given the film's supposed 1960s vibe. But we'll see. And then there's also the elephant in the room. Where exactly is Doctor Doom? Now, we've been hearing speculation that, he may make a brief appearance or get some kind of mention, possibly just setting up a bigger role for him down the line. Now, personally, I think that would be a smart move. But if you don't introduce the Fantastic Four into the MCU without at least acknowledging their greatest villain, but there are also rumors about a female. Well, actually, there is confirmation about a female Silver Surfer, but she was completely absent from this Fantastic Four teaser trailer. So, yeah, not really looking forward to that either because the character, and this may lead to like a lot of people being upset. Of course, the character of the female Silver Surfer is Shalabal. Okay, if y'all not familiar with the whole Silver Surfer thing, it's a Silver Surfer who was originally known as Norman Rad, was on the planet. I forgot the name of it, just like that. Call it. But it was this world where him as well as the other species, including like even like from different galaxies, are able to cohabit and stuff, and there's a bunch of peace and stuff. And he has his love interest or his wife named Shalabal. In this movie, Shalabal is the Silver Surfer, the female Silver Surfer. Now, I can see it in the comments now. People going to say, well, the female Silver Surfer was in the comics and everything. So what? How did the sales do for that particular issue and stuff when she was the Silver Surfer and everything? And not to mention, it's also stated in this movie that the female Silver Surfer, matter of fact, it will say that this movie is not even from the main timeline. It's one of the like multiverse adaptations of the timeline itself. That this may not really be the real Fantastic Four and everything. Okay, so we may see them in Secret Wars or potentially even Doomsday. Who knows? But yeah, aside from all of that, I mean, let's be real here. This Fantastic Four teaser trailer didn't really do a bad job, but it seemed to set the tone, show the team dynamic, and also possibly gave us a sense of the world that we may be dealing with. But was it enough? For me, I'd say no. I wanted to see more. I wanted to get a real sense of why this movie is worth my time, and more importantly, worth the audience's trust after so many Marvel failures. But didn't really get any good things from this one. But Marvel's coming off a series of flops, as you all know. The MCU has been losing goodwill with fans for a long time. They needed a hit, and so this needs to work. And they need something that makes people excited again. And while this Fantastic Four teaser trailer wasn't a disaster, it also wasn't a home run that they actually need. Now, will this movie actually save the MCU? That's the big question. I have a lot of doubts, and I think a lot of us do too. Now, the multiverse angle has been done to death, and people are tired of Marvel's formulaic storytelling. Now, if they don't nail this, Fantastic Four could be another disappointment in the long line of letdowns, okay? But one thing to remember is that this was just a teaser, and there's a lot we still don't know, but as a first impression, it was pretty much underwhelming. The Fantastic Four is one of the Marvel's most iconic properties, and that this should feel like a major event. But instead, the Fantastic Four teaser trailer just feels meh, just meh. And in a time when Marvel desperately needs a win, back the audiences, fine or meh doesn't cut it. But did Fantastic Four teaser trailer get you hyped, or do you think it was another letdown? Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Also, be sure to include any additional details or thoughts you might have on this particular topic. If you enjoyed what was shared in this video, go ahead and smash the like button, share the video far wide across social media. And if you have done so already, you enjoyed all the content that I put out there, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, click the bell notifications so that way you'll be notified of future uploads and updates. Till then, peace.